ask me, what do you want to be when you grow up? If you asked me almost a decade ago this question, what do you want to be when you grow up? Or what do you want to do with your life? I'd probably leave with no answer, and that's because I genuinely do not know. I wasn't a level student, figuring life, or shall I say, enjoying life. I was privileged enough to be one of the students in the most prestigious school here in Brunei. My friends told me, my parents told me, my teachers told me, focus on the studies. I always have that in mind, but I don't have the privilege to have academic as my weapon. I wasn't the bright student, but every time I mention where I'm from, without a fail, I got it. Wow, she's got brain. Well, scientifically, I do. We all do. But then I'm not the A-star student. I wasn't a strike A student. So I'm considered in a different way. If you knew me back then, I appeared a lot on stage. No forward speaking talk. I sang. Ever tried? Please don't ask me to sing. I've always missed my class. Then I always tell my teacher, Miss, I'm sorry, I can't attend your class again. But then on the other hand, I was like, yes, we all been there. I still enjoy my time. At one point, I was choir captain. I was the head of a performance. I was enjoying life, but I was struggling academically. So, with these questions, there's one thing that I always ask myself. It hasn't come up to my mind than what I want to be, because all of my friends, they have their careers path set. I want to be a doctor, I want to be a lawyer, I want to be an accountant. They all know what they want, but I was just there living life. During my levels, I was really struggling. So after I was done with my O levels, I requested to transfer school. I didn't want to do my A levels because then I will screw myself. But that's what my parents and my teachers told me. There's 2 more years. Another 2 years old, you graduate. What confused to me was when my teachers told me that you already in a prestigious school. The university will be seeing our first before other school. Now I was like, okay, I'm sorry. But do I really want to do? I don't even know what I want to pursue in my university. What major I will be taking, I don't know any of that. I still remember those conversations as if they happened yesterday. But they are still fresh in my mind because there was time where I started to ask myself, what do I want to do? What do I want to pursue? And there was when this question started to flood my head. What makes me happy? What brings me joy? What brings me joy? Unfortunately, I don't have an immediate answer. But one thing that I know is that deep down, I know that I've made for more. So let's walk back a little to the levels again. I had quite a bit of a volume back then, and I still remember how my class was practically vomiting because I had too much clothes. And then That's where I bought my platform, where I cost sell of my clothes because I know that if as I ask someone to sell of my clothes, they'll be like, "Kai, this is still too much." So I took the matters in my hands. That's where I brought my adventure for fun initially. But this goes on during my O level years and until my A level years. I was juggling between studies. I was also juggling between my new venture, trying to satisfy my 100 followers for what I only had back then. I enjoy it. I truly enjoy baking start delivering them. The most serious part, the photo taking. There's a lot of vlogging still going on back then, but I enjoy it. I truly enjoy it. Gives me better fulfillment. I still remember. I was still looking forward to be 18 because why? Because there was when the time that I could register for my business license, my birthday gift from myself. When I was 18, the first thing that I did was to register my business as an official business. So now it's an official business. It's not for fun anymore. I have to think how to turn from motivation to disciplines. Whether or not even to do it, I have to do because I've signed up for it. I've committed to it. So here's where I pivot. I realized that doing thrifting, a thrift business will not get me anywhere, at least in Brunei. Again, I didn't have an immediate answer. But along the way, I found my answer. How? For context, my family goes on annual twice yearly family trips. So in one of our trips, one of our customer asked me, "Can you best this for me? I'll pay the price for it." I was like, this market for it? There is demand? So I tried test it set. And then surprisingly, I got a positive feedback. I signed for it, paid by day, was started off as a few members now to almost 10 members in our VIP community group all along. That was my goal, is to unleash my inner fire, listening to the voice inside of me of what I want to do. It's not different than most of the career paths, but this is what my voice tells me. I kept looking inward, and this is what I want to do for my life. This is what brings my joy. Seeing the satisfaction, seeing how happy they are when I fulfill their orders. I feel so fulfilled by that. I feel so happy, and that's why I continue. But then, that's the thing. When I started my personal shopping business, I started to ask questions. How do I do the pricing? How often shall I travel? Then I find my answer right way? Absolutely not. But I figured it out along the way. So this is when I built my community. I needed to find a way to make a platform where all of us could gather around and stop together. But then again, I don't want this just business transaction. It's too boring for me. Well, at least for me, it is boring for me. I want to give a value. So that's when I asked my community, almost 10 key members now, to share value. Every rooms I step in, I will share in my community group. I would tell them top 3 keys that I got from this event, because I know that I'm privileged to be in the room where most can't. I know there's still a huge gap between potential and privilege. My goal is to bridge that gap. Here's the other challenge. Owning a business is not considered as a valid career here in Brunei, and we all know that. What do you want to do business? It's so unstable. Just go with government law. Stable income. You go off the benefits. That's what I always hear. It's not always here. It's not always easy. You're fighting with yourself internally. Whether if you want to listen to outside word, or to listen to your voice, what gives you enjoy. I decide to do later. My parents and I always have this talk. It's okay. You can stop doing your business. I feel like you're stumbling. I feel like it's too hard for you. But Ma, I'm the one that's doing the business. How can you say that it's hard when you're not the one doing it? But then again, that's what life's all about. Life is hard. It's a matter of choosing your heart. Eating healthy is hard, but also is staying unfit. Reading is hard, but so is paying no knowledge. Starting your own venture because it gives you joy is hard, but so is staying in your comfort zone that drains you. So you choose your heart, and this is when I realized that what aligns with me is choosing my heart. I love doing my business, doing my new venture. It gives me enjoy. It aligns with me. It's what my inner voice tells me. The mindset change that I've gotten along the line in my journey. I know I still have a long journey to go. It's just to knowledge how hard it is. No rooms you enter is ever easy. No job you enter is ever easy. So that's when I feel the alignment. That's when I sort of like found myself. And that's how I got here. Because I continue to listen to the voice inside me. What I talk all this time is to listen to others and not knowing what to do. I found my answer. And in the end, it wasn't about finding the perfect plan. It was about finding myself and build a life around it. Before I close my speech, I would like to leave you with a quote by Moffat Arthur from his 48 Laws of Power. You know it's Robert Cherny. Do not accept rules decisive voice. Encourage yourself by forging a new identity, and the commands attention and never bores the audience. But the matters your own image rather than letting others define it for you. I resonate a lot with his, because when I finished my O levels, I really didn't know what to do. I don't know who I was, so I listened to others. What their definitions of success. Taking a levels for I didn't listen to myself. So from this, if you're feeling lost, if you still don't know what to do, don't worry, you still have yourself. It's time to pause, look inwards and ask yourself, does this bring me joy? Does this make me happy? Does this align with me? Eventually, you'll find your answer. No, I'm just Lee, but eventually you'll find your answer. Thank you.